are standing in front of the central Radford district, the site of a poll location. Inside, citizens of Virginia are voting for a new governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and multiple new House delegate members. Cold weather and cloudy skies didn't stop voters from turning out to the polls Tuesday morning. While there are many issues up for debate from public safety to economy, education was undoubtedly a major motivator for many who filled out their ballots.
Radford resident Paul Sumner explained why he came out to the polls.
Yeah, normally in previous years I've been voting Democrat, but this year all Republican.
Because of the education views.
Education, economy, but education's number one.
Jason Ballard, Republican candidate for Virginia's 12th House District, also shared these same concerns.
So why I decided to run, they are surrounding me right now. Obviously I'm a family man, and all three of our boys, it's my wife Kaitlyn, are in our public schools in Giles County, and so the public school issue is near and dear to our heart. What we saw with the pandemic and the shift to virtual learning, these were straight A students, and their grades suffered a little bit. And so what we saw was not only do we need children in the classroom, but we need to have good broadband and the connectivity to support virtual learning should we ever have to go back to that. So our public education, our school system is an issue near and dear to our heart, and one of the main reasons why I'm running. We live in Pearisburg, and we're not a very public family, but we've now gotten out all across the New River Valley and spend more time in Radford and Blacksburg and Fairlawn and Pulaski and all the different parts of the district, and it's just really fun to meet people. But candidly, we are ready for it to be over with one way or the other. It's been a long haul since the end of February, so we're ready for the polls to close at 7 and see what the results are. Right now in Southwest Virginia and the New River Valley, our public schools are crumbling. So we need to increase teacher pay, certainly. I mean, think about it. My children spend more time with their teachers in school, probably like you guys do in school at Radford, than you do at home. And so our teachers shape our children, and our children are the future. And so we need to make sure they're compensated the best we possibly can. And if you travel around the district, you'll see that schools need improvements. Some schools don't have air conditioning, don't have adequate heating, ventilation. So we need to take a look at that infrastructure in our schools and make sure we have some money there. We need to look at the funding formula. So that's one of the things I'd like to do and be a big focus.
Mary Bohannon, another resident of Radford, also spoke about her similar Republican ideologies.
I care about our students in Virginia, and I care about being taxed more and getting less. So it is time for a change, and I hope that my vote matters.
Although many voters we spoke to were out to push a conservative agenda, some, like Radford University senior Norman Farrell, were hoping for a more progressive shift.
Well, I recently did a story on the transgender policy that the Commonwealth of Virginia passed last year and that Pulaski County passed earlier this year. And I wanted to make sure that those types of measures that protect students as far as their identity goes and their sexual identities are protected. And the delegate that's going to do that, at least in this district, is Chris Hurst. As far as the governor's race, I was around when Terry McAuliffe was governor, and so I believe in the policies that he has in place for the most part, in comparison to Glenn Youngkin, who I think would be a backward step for the Commonwealth of Virginia.
As you can see, there are a lot of strong opinions just here in Radford, Virginia. The polls close at 7 and the results will be ready tonight.